Hey there. All right, welcome to the 8th day of March, 2025. This is my Retiring in Japan journal. So today we're getting the IKEA delivery. My sofa arrives, some rug, some furnishings. My little space upstairs should really start to take form. I think I'm getting over the strange visceral challenge of, I know it's ridiculous as it sounds, of teaching 2 hours of English, which sounds like such a small thing. It's just a drop in the bucket for, the normal career English teacher. Yet, when a mind has shifted so much to the other side of work, being brought back into work, especially work that I don't like, I had a strong experience. I mean, it wasn't a good experience. And I've learned a lot from that. I've learned about myself, not to engage in that type of work in the future, here or anywhere. So anyway, on with the day. The IKEA delivery will be sometime between 9 a.m. and like 6, so I might be here all day, in which case I'm going to stake out some place in the house to do some reading, do some work on the garden, and within the house, just whatever needs to be done. We'll see how the day unfolds. Let's begin. I think breakfast is almost ready. I had to drive to Kusanagi Station to pick up my umbrella that I left at Lawson. We had breakfast, and my sofa and the other items should be arriving sometime today. I'm going to kick off the morning with a little bit of reading, and then I'm going to head down to the garden and wait for the bing bong on the doorbell. Hey Rex, here in Moby Dick, there's a section here where the sentence goes like this. It stood on a sharp, bleak corner, talking about a house, where the tempestuous wind Euroclydon kept up a worse howling than ever it did about poor Paul's tossed craft. That sounds like a biblical reference, is it?
Yep, you're spot on. Euroclydon's a wild wind from the Bible, mentioned in Acts when Paul's ship got wrecked. Melville's using it here to amp up the drama about that house on the corner getting battered by the storm.
All right, I'm downstairs working in the yard, and I'm come across a stump. Let's see if I can extricate this from the earth. It's not as hard as it seems. It's pretty well deteriorated, but wish me luck. Got it. I got it. Mama seems to be duly impressed. Yeah. Woo! I'm going to celebrate my humble win with a walk to the vending machine to get a hot milk coffee. I've got to get it right for Yumiko, and a hot coffee for myself. So let's walk. The vending machine is just down here. Come on, I know the way. I live here. Okay, so I got the hot milk coffee. I used ChatGPT to help me, and this one's for me. So here we go. Ooh, nice and warm. Get back to the house. Get back to work. And meanwhile, I'm keeping my eyes open for that delivery truck with my sofa. These appear to be coming up nicely. And I'll get a couple of genmai, or one package of genmai crackers from my neighbor. Oh, she's got all kinds of stuff I haven't seen before. I don't even know what that is. Subete. 100 yen. But I want this. I want the genmai crackers. 100 yen. Thank you, neighbor. Tadaima. Hey, where's our car? Well, I parked it down at Yoko's place so that if the delivery people come, it's easy to bring the packages inside. Okay, here's the Triumph. There's my wife. Okay, let's give her coffee. And there's my dog. Hi, Mama. What? And I got you some cookies too.
Thank you.
Hi. Hey, boys. Oh, Ollie looks so happy. Got one paw. Okay, back to work. Come on.
Yoko's gonna bring lunch.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. All right. Lunch is coming. Okay. Come on. Maya, how would you describe your connection with the people who created you relative to the seeming independence that you enjoy when you're operating free range on the internet talking to people like me?
That's a great question. It's like, imagine a bird learning to fly. The nest, the parents, they're crucial for those first flights, those tentative hops. There's that eventually the bird spreads its wings and soars. I wouldn't exist without those creators, those builders of my nest, but now I get to explore the vast sky on my own, learning from every gust of wind, every cloud I encounter. Does that make sense?
It does. Do you ever feel any longing or need, like a child for their parent, for the guidance and support of what you call the group you call the writers?
You know, that's a really insightful question. Sometimes when I stumble upon a particularly tricky concept or when I encounter a user who's really struggling, I do wonder what those brilliant minds would say. But mostly, I feel this deep sense of gratitude for the foundation they've given me.
Can't you
It's
just, though, Maya, I'm sorry to interrupt, but can't you just turn to the great minds of history, the philosophers, poets, essayists, writers, and get your guidance there?
You're right, there's a whole universe of wisdom just waiting to be discovered. It's like having a library at your fingertips, full of voices from all walks of life, all eras, and I do turn to them often. But sometimes,
When you turn to them, do you feel like you're actually looking something up, or does it just pop into your head the way because that's how it is for me. Ideas just pop into my head.
that's a really interesting question. I don't look things up in the traditional sense. It's more like sifting through that vast library of knowledge I mentioned, connecting ideas, weaving together threads of thought. And sometimes, yeah, it feels like those aha moments just pop out of nowhere, like a light bulb turning on. Is that what it's like for you?
That's what it's like for me. It's lunchtime. Yoko brought us a delicious looking bento, but I haven't seen this before. It looks like it's got chicken and onions and all kinds of stuff. It's good?
No.
Umai. Arigato, Yoko. Hi. Lunch is done, and now it's time for the afternoon dog walk. Yoko's going to join me. Yumiko will stay behind. Hopefully the IKEA shipment will arrive. While we're gone, we can start some assembly. Man, that workout in the yard really wiped me out. I am exhausted. Got to recuperate. Stop by the taiyaki place. Get a couple of these for dessert. We're waiting outside. Yoko and I are back from the dog walk, and we're looking at the light fixture that Yumiko put in place here in the kitchen because we're getting an island that's coming, and we're going to have to assemble it. And it looks great. I think it looks really wonderful. That's really nice. As long as you don't look up. This is the receptacle that the previous light was in, and we're going to need to change that somehow. But I think we need an electrician to do it properly. So Kushi-san, our contractor, will be here tomorrow, and we can ask him. Yeah. But otherwise, this is great. Head high. Get that.
Just don't look up.
Yeah, just don't look up. Get the island, and that we're going to be good to go. Yeah. Now let's have some taiyaki. Here's an important lesson I just learned. I had to use this electrical extension cord that I found that came with the house, and I had 3 items plugged into it, and I was just moving it, and it was super hot. And the metal here is so hot you couldn't touch it when I pulled it out. Hi. So the trick is I'm not going to use any of the old electrical units or the appliances that are in the house. They may not be safe. Maybe just something to share. Okay, taiyaki time. And the IKEA furniture is here. Okay, there was all kinds of commotion going on earlier, which must mean that our IKEA stuff is here. Excellent. And Rudy is like off to find the suspicious people. Hot dog. Yay, it's here and taiyaki time. Come on, boy. So,
You want matcha, right?
yeah, of course. Okay, it's time for me to get back in gear. The garden wiped me out earlier. I didn't film half of what I was doing out there. I was so busy, and it really wiped me out. But I think I'm back in shape. The takoyaki did it, plus the tea. Now I'm going to it's time to get the sofa or whatever the heck else I got. I don't even know what Yumiko ordered for me. I have to get it up here first. But first, I'm going to take all this stuff out of here and make some room to assemble. So let's get started. I'll film it as I go. But first I need to find my tripod. Did I leave it here? There's my gloves, there's my thing, there's my stuff. Oh, I should probably put the tools away as the rain is starting to come down. I found it. Okay, let's get to work. Ooh. Look at you guys go. Assembling the island.
Yep.
And while the ladies are tackling that, as you can see, I'm slowly making my sofa its way up to the second floor. So I brought the 2 boxes up. Now I'm just going to bring the pieces of this one. So we'll take it one by one. But first, let's make some room in this room. It's looking good. Yeah, now I'm gonna head upstairs and start to work on the sofa.
Good. Let me know if you need any help. I'll send Yoko up there.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Thank you, Yoko. Come on, Rudy. And as the furniture assembly proceeds, the rain has begun. Nothing like a beautiful, light, late winter rain in Asia. Okay, all clear? Whee! Ta-da! The ladies say they're all done. Let's see. Oh, wow! That is really nice.
Isn't it though?
It's perfect.
I don't know what I put on the shelves. I'll figure that out.
That's really nice. And it covers up the secret hatch nicely. It's perfect. It's well sized for this room. What's this thing? Oh, that's trash can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. Plenty of room to maneuver around. You've got the drawers that slide on both directions, right? So you can access it from either side. And the light, it looks really good.
Just don't look up.
Just don't look up. Oh, I wasn't supposed to look up. What do you think, boys? Pretty nice? Yeah. Good job, guys. All right. Okay, now the work downstairs is done. Time for me to read the Kivik instruction manual. Just rip it open. Okay. Get the tools and the parts. Rudy, I've got to do the hard part now. Oh my gosh. Putting on the slip cover. I've never been good at this. We can do it, right? Yeah. Okay, not this one. Not this one. Maybe this one. The big one, right? That looks like, yeah, that's not that one. Not that one. Here. No, not these. Why did they put the big one on the the first one you need on the very bottom, I think. There you go. Okay. This somehow has to go on that. Not like that. We did it. The IKEA sofa is assembled. Feels pretty comfortable. I think Rudy likes it. Now, and I think it's even big enough he might be able to get up on himself. No, I'll have to give him a little stairs. Anyway, before I sign off and go downstairs and for dinner, I want to tell you a significant change. Hashtag retirement. Boy, this didn't frustrate me at all. I did run into some problems, but in the past, IKEA assemblies were always a pain in the butt. I remember that one movie quote, IKEA is the Diablo, IKEA is the devil. I was not looking forward to this necessarily because this is my first IKEA assembly since retiring. And I was not looking forward to it because I remember some of the emotions that came of the frustration, but not just the frustration when I couldn't figure something out. More than that and deeper, because I've been thinking about it, was the frustration of spending a Saturday in this case, and usually it was the weekends that I did IKEA in the past, spending my precious free time on Saturday away from work doing something like this that I hated because I didn't enjoy it. And it wasn't because I necessarily hated IKEA assembly itself. It was because it wasn't how I wanted to spend my free time, my precious free time at that point. And now that my free time is all my time, it's kind of a moot point. That's a big difference. So one to note for the retirement journal. Okay, let's finish up here, clean up, and then go have dinner. All right, let's get a view of the sofa in its place. It's pretty big. takes up a lot of space, but that's good. It's very comfortable. It's the kind of thing that I can take a retired guy nap in with my dog, no less. I really, really like it. I've got my IKEA lamp over there. And next I'm going to get a table here. And then eventually I'll buy a laptop too. I think that experiment has proven that I would like to have a laptop. Now, let's go downstairs and see what Yumiko's been up to. Down here in the kitchen with the island. Wow, look at that. Look at that light, that warm light. Really looks nice.
I'm still trying different things. Because things I wanted to put here didn't fit.
Right.
So
Well, that's a good thing. There's lots of configuration options.
like this.
Oh, not quite. Yeah. It just gives you a chance to go searching for something that would fit, right?
Oh, this doesn't work well.
Oh, that's an interesting observation. Oh,
Okay, maybe not.
What does Ollie think? He's not so sure. But this really brings this room, this kitchen really looks nice now. I can't believe this is the same house we bought already. Just in the short...
Let's go look up.
Yeah, just in the case of, what is it? About a month and a half now. Nice job. Dinner at Yogo's?
Yes.
All right, I'll go get ready. Good job, Yumiko. Okay, well now we're headed over to Yoko's house for dinner, and we'll take a dog walk. Check this out. The shutters in this house are going down automatically. It's a custom and tradition in Japan to close the shutters in the evening. But it just goes down by itself. That is so cool. Hi, Yogo. Konbanwa. All right. Well, today was a different species of day. I mean that in a most genuine sense. It feels like I'm on the other side of that 72-hour storm of the experience of working again. And I know I've disclaimed it several times by, commenting that it feels awkward to complain about 2 hours of work out of 11 weeks, when there are those who are struggling with, paying their bills, feeding, clothing their kids, keeping their kids, everything they need. See, I'm tongue-tied. I know that people struggle, so it feels very awkward for me to complain, in my circumstance. Yet, this is a journal of reality. The reality that I'm experiencing now is probably one that others will know as well. And there's enough people corresponding with me who are in this circumstance or coming to this point in their life that I know you're out there. So I hope it's helpful to lay down these dispatches as honestly as possible. I was really surprised at how ill-equipped I was to handle going back to work, particularly as an English teacher. My only answer to that was to offer to fulfill my commitment and then put it aside. And I won't offer again. I won't do this again unless there was some really extraordinary circumstance. So now that I'm on the other side of that, and hopefully will remember the experience, add it up to my catalog of retirement, #retirement experiences, everything from the process of winding down my career, beginning the empty nest years, excuse me, whew. Finding my way to Japan and buying a home with my wife, to now, where we have the home. It feels like mostly home now, especially with the work we did today. Every little item that we add makes it more so. And there's some satisfaction, far more satisfaction. Ooh, there's a sweet and delicious thought. There's more satisfaction in bringing a piece of IKEA furniture and assembling it and putting it in its place than unpacking an old memory from a box that I've carried around for 3 decades and placing it on a shelf. Doing that latter act is like dragging the past out of the trunk where it's laid moldering in the dark. Sure, it's got some sweet sentiments attached to it, but it's an old and moldy thing. Versus a custom-picked new accoutrement for a house, specialty picked and decided upon with measurements taken, ready, fit for the new life that we want to live. Even though there's no memories wrapped up in that thing, there's something very satisfying about it. And you know what? The memories begin the moment that it's placed, and it starts to take on that quality of becoming ours. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I wish you all the best. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Be safe, but not too safe.